September 2020, I had made calls to Wagoner County when Kevin was either driving behind me or showing up at other properties while I am there. The police told me they could not do anything because Kevin had not been served with the PO. I had to make many calls to the courthouse to get the PO entered into the CAD system that Kevin was served. It now shows he was served in open court, although he was really served at my home. September 9, 2020, divorce petition was filed. September 11, 2020, filed police report in Delaware County for an incident that took place at our Grand Lake property. Kevin pushed my 15-year-old daughter. He was keeping me in the bedroom and wouldn't let me leave. At one point made it to the car, but Kevin prevented us from leaving. My daughter had her phone on and recorded the entire event. This was then turned over to Cherokee Nation due to us being tribal members. Currently, it is in the Cherokee AG office. I call almost weekly to get an update on it. They often misplace it and I'm uncertain if it has even been looked at. September 9, 2021, I was told it was lost and I needed to make another report. After I did that, they ended up finding it. Still no outcome on what will happen. September 12, 2020, my broken phone was backed up on iCloud. You can only back up an iPhone if it's connected to Wi-Fi and on a charger. This is when my Facebook account password started changing. The records show my passwords changing every few minutes, as I would be kicked off and my account was logged in under a different IP address. Then I would have to change the password and log in from my IP address. The same happened in Snapchat. Snapchat data downloads show the GPS coordinates of the login taking place at Kevin's house. The broken phone's location was shown on my Find My app at Kevin's house. Then an hour later shows the location to be at Kevin's mother's house. In October 2020, a push notification was sent to the broken phone to access my Navy Federal bank account via the Navy Federal app. Kevin never had access to the account. The account is only under my Rev Living Trust. Kevin is not a trustee and never had a password to the account. Kevin changed my passwords using my email and put the emails in the trash. Kevin was able to access my Ring cameras that I put up after I left him to protect me and my girls. But he was able to know to watch me and I never knew it. The data downloads from my Google account show searches inquiring how to log into FaceTime and messages from a different device. How to delete activity, add or remove phone number from messages or FaceTime. I have had alerts from Amazon saying my account was signed into an unknown device. My HTK investment account was logged into from an unrecognized device. I only logged into that account via the Next Investor app. Kevin never had access to this account as he is not the trustee. I have a Synchrony account that I never set up an online account for. But in 2021 I had an email sent to me saying the account was locked due to too many failed login attempts. All of my folders within my email that were most important to me were deleted. All of my emails I saved from my late husband were deleted. His celebration of life was deleted. Pictures of my children with their dad were deleted. And I was told it's okay because those things became marital property. Kevin deleted messages on my Facebook Messenger account. You can see what the login and logout history were I would be on, but 2 minutes later Kevin was logged in and messages I had just sent were unsent while Kevin was logged in. He deleted several messages between multiple contacts. Because Kevin had cyber-stalked me, I became paranoid that I am being watched at all times. He has shown my phone to people to create problems between me and other people by showing my text messages that were sent after the PO was in place. The text had nothing to do with Kevin, it was done to create conflicts. Kevin's stalking has cost me thousands in security cameras on my house and car. And I still feel he is watching me. He has completely invaded my privacy and then shared my information with whoever would look. September 17, 2020, I was notified by Detective Ben Noble from Wagoner County that the case was transferred to Lighthorse. I then began working with Officer Buddy Clinton. I drove to Lighthorse to make a report with him. September 19, 2020 Kevin was served with automatic injunction. The same day he went to Grand Lake and took my golf cart back to his house and locked in the garage. He told a mutual friend to let me know he had my golf cart. On September 18, 2020 I had asked a friend of mine at the lake to go get my golf cart, not knowing Kevin was reading my text messages. So he beat my friend to the golf cart. September 20th, Kevin took a truck that belonged to my deceased husband and Harley that I paid for and traded them in to get himself a GMC Denali 3500. September 27, 2020 Kevin went to rental property and took all appliances, fixtures, doorknobs etc. He knew new renters were moving in and made very difficult for me. Nothing I could do about it because we are married. I videoed Kevin while waiting on police to arrive. During the recording Kevin admitted to taking my things to a storage unit and admitted he had my phone and was using it to track me. Still, the police would not do anything about him using the device to track me because they said the phone and everything on it was marital property and nothing they could do about it. I was to hash it out in court. I did disable the phone, but he had already downloaded the information on it onto his hard drive. September 29, 2020, Kevin followed me to my home. I called 911 and told them he was following me and that I was pulling in my driveway. I videoed him following me and the 911 call. I was told an officer was on the way. I waited for 3 hours and nobody came. I called to see if they were still coming and I was told by Wagoner County Dispatch that Kevin called them and told them he was going to go home and he was going to leave me alone and that I was okay, so they didn't need to send an officer. No officer came, nor did they call and confirm I was okay.